Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio. Today you are most compatible with Leo. You may be a bit sweet or kind in your energy today. 9 p.m. could be important for you today, tomorrow, whenever you see the message, Scorpio. But I'm recording for you on Sunday. Sundays are the day of the sun. The sun brings the energy of your growth and abundance and happiness. The sun is also illumination, bringing things to light, your character, your reputation, your personality, okay, and success. You'll look nice in the color copper, or the color copper may appear in your day. Copper is the energy of Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, elegance, sophistication, gratitude, forgiveness, fertility, charm. We love Venus, right? Scorpio. Your good luck number for today is the number 55 or 5, okay? Fives are changes, disruptions, disturbances, good or bad, right? So, hey, hi, hello, Scorpio. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy, and productive in your energy today. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and hyping the videos. I appreciate all of your support. If you haven't subscribed already, do me a big favor, Scorpio. Hit the subscribe button before you leave the channel today. It is absolutely free for you to subscribe, friend. And YouTube told me that most of you guys watching are not actually subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe, friend. You already watching. Thank you, Scorpio. So we're going to do a quick love checkup and look at the mutual energy between you and your partner right now. We'll see what's causing the energy, how you feel or see them, how they feel or see you, and the outcome, because sometimes feelings are just not involved, right? So we'll see how they see you or feel about you, and then the outcome. So let's see, Scorpio. If you are new here, welcome. In the world, it says nothing has gone wrong, trust the process, this connection is divinely timed. Then this one says open your eyes, if someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Geez, Scorpio. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. I do have the balcony door open. There's a lake and a dog park right outside my balcony, and it's pretty windy today and raining, so I've been having some strong winds, some strong gusts of wind. So don't be alarmed, friend. The door is probably opening and shutting. Okay, there's no ghost, just the wind. Let's see, Scorpio. Let's see. Of course, there'll be a timestamp in the comments where you can forward through the shuffling to where I pulled the first card. So let's see. Different paths. You're not on the same page with the person you have in mind. The directions you want to move into are different. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have balance. It says there needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. Okay. Well, that kind of fits into the energy with the different paths, right? So let's see what's causing this energy, Scorpio. So the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is reminiscing, right? It's kind of sitting in the nostalgic energy where you're thinking of the happy times. Usually it's the good, happy people, places, things from your past. Okay. All right. So how do you see your person? So the Temperance. The Temperance is very patient, right? The Temperance is actually the balanced energy. So it says there needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. And you see them as the Temperance, so you see them as pretty balanced. The strength energy, very stubborn though, right? Very moderate, very calm, very patient, right? Very intentional, deliberate, right? The temperance energy is working intently, right? The strength energy, someone who's very strong willed, very, very passionate, but very outspoken, very strong willed, can be a stubborn energy. It's a fixed energy, right? The Five of Pentacles, yeah. The Ace of Swords, right? It's the Five of Pentacles being left out. This is how you see them, but it's connected to the Ace of Swords, which is, some sort of truth, or the Ace of Swords is usually clarity, right? It's a truth, it's a victory, it's success, sometimes things that go in your favor. So it's almost like you understand, maybe Scorpio, why someone could not be speaking to you. Like once you think about it, because you're in the Six of Cups energy here, reminiscing, thinking on things of the past. The Ace of Wands is the next energy behind the I'm sorry, the Ten of Wands was the next energy behind this Ace of Swords, right? You understand and you realize that you had a lot going on. The Ten of Wands, Hanged Man, and then the Six of Wands, right? But that Six of Wands is the Five of Swords is the next energy behind it, right? So yeah, there's some good, right? The Six of Wands is very proud, very someone who's very successful, someone that's riding their high horse. But when it's connected to the Five of Swords, it may not be very. It's almost like, things that are done like shady, especially with the Hangman here. So it's almost like you understand, like I said, why. You understand why. The Ace of Swords is clarity. The Hangman, Five of Swords. You don't become the Hangman for no reason, right? And when you're in the Hangman position, you have no choice but to sit there and think about what you've done, right? And like I said, we're in the Six of Cups, reminiscing energy. No judgment, Scorpio, right? I usually go in on the Hangman, but because the Hangman could be you, I won't go in on the Hangman today, because this is a judgment-free zone. If your person was the Hangman, we would go in on them. But because it could be you that, have done something here in the past, and you're kind of thinking about like, dang, that was pretty jacked up. I understand why they Five of Pentacles me, right? Why they left me out, why they walked away. Let's see. So how do they see you, Scorpio? Or how do they feel about you or see you? Could be feelings, could maybe not be. Let's see. So the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is silent, right? But the high priestess is very knowledgeable as well, very intuitive. The High Priestess is someone who has, so follow me, okay? Make it all make sense, all right? So how they see you as the High Priestess, right? Now understand that the High Priestess traditionally was the same energy as Justice. Justice, Judgment, the High Priestess, the Empress, they were all one card, right? So they see you, when you're in the Justice, High Priestess energy, is someone who has high integrity, right? They're very wise, very knowledgeable, but they also have very high integrity and morals. And it almost they see you as the High Priestess. So they see you as someone, or at least they thought you were someone. No judgment. I'm just telling a story. Don't be offended. I'm not saying you don't have high integrity and morals, right? Scorpio, calm down, friend, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they see you as someone who has very high morals and integrity. But whatever happened here in this Hangman, Five of Swords, is like, I can't believe you would do this because I thought you were the high priestess. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Right? Yeah, look at that. The Ace of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Like I said, the Queen of Swords is another energy of justice, the high priestess. They have high morals, high integrity, right? Of course, in a reversed energy, in a low vibrating energy, it would be someone who's dishonest and someone who is, they don't have high integrity. But the high priestess, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, this is how they see you. They feel like you had a lot of integrity. So it probably is a bit disappointing, whatever happened in this Hangman energy. Or Scorpio, we can actually look at this the other way. They're the ones, because how you see them is the Five of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. They could be the one in the Hangman position, right? They could be the one that's kind of reminiscent here. Like, I understand why. And you see them, like I said, you see them as very, or they see you as having very high integrity. So if they know that you're one that, you don't do the kind of sneaky, deceptive, bitter, get back energy, take advantage, bully energy, that's what the Five of Swords is, then that would be something that they wanted to keep from you, right? So it could be the other way around where, they're the ones that's the Hangman and you're the one with the really high integrity. Either way, they see you as having really high integrity. So if something happened here and you ended up as the Hangman for a moment, right? Happens to the best of us, right? Sometimes you get caught up. Could be intentional. It doesn't look intentional. Well, I don't know, because the Five of Swords is an intentional energy, but the Seven of Swords would be worse, right? What's in the outcome, Scorpio? It just says different paths. You're not on the same page with the person you have in mind. The directions you want to move into are different. Yeah. It's like someone here they move in a very deceptive way, and the other one of you, which it looks like you, Scorpio, they see you as the one of having really high integrity, or at least they expect you to have really high integrity. And they're not into, the Five of Swords, like doing whatever is necessary to get money. It says there needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, they have to be, it's the Queen of Swords, right? They have to be balanced naturally. It has to be fair. I have to do things the right way. I don't want to scam anybody. They wouldn't be able to hold it. They wouldn't be able to carry it. It's the High Priestess. So let's see. I wouldn't lie to you, friend. Justice, okay? I wouldn't lie to you, okay? The Queen of Swords. You can even see in this depiction of the Queen of Swords the Libra energy there, but the Queen of Swords is Libra. The Justice is Libra, and traditionally this High Priestess was the same energy as Justice as well, right? It has to be balanced. It has to be fair. They're not, they do see you as the Ace of Cups, Scorpio. So it almost feels like they are open to another chance, but it's almost like only if we're not going to do, the Five of Swords. It has to be fair. What's behind the Justice? The Two of Wands, waiting, reflecting, planning. What's behind the two? Yeah, the Nine of Cups. So Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups. It almost just feels like, there needs to be a balance here. Someone is very high high moral. They have very high morals and standards and integrity, and someone doesn't. And there needs to be a balance, okay? You guys have to find a mutual common ground here. Four of Swords, right? Calling it a truce. Look at that, the Four of Swords with the lovers. Calling it a truth. Find a mutual ground here, right? So, Scorpio, my friend, we'll leave this one here for now. We'll do money messages tomorrow. We'll do energy reads and love readings all throughout the remainder of the week. Make sure you have your notifications on. Thank you so, so much for hanging out and sharing some of your Sunday with me. I appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to like and hype the video on your way out. Bye, Scorpio.